Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Coming up on the program, Lagos holds 2021 Infrastructure Maintenance and Regulatory Conference. State marks World Habitat Day. State Mortgage Board meets beneficiaries of Ilupeju Housing Scheme, and the state government pays tribute to former governor of Lagos, Admiral Ndubuisi Kanu. Now, the Lagos state government says it's determined to invest in technologies in order to achieve the smart city project that will make Lagos a 21st century economy. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu announced this at the 2021 Infrastructure Maintenance and Regulatory Agency Conference. Take a look.
It's the 2021 Stakeholders Conference of the Lagos State Infrastructure, Maintenance and Regulatory Agency on how to make Lagos a smart city. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his cabinet members are here to be part of the engagement on how to achieve the future technology infrastructure in Lagos. The general manager of LASG says government is determined to make Lagos a fortress of digital enterprise.
Through the LASG agency is keen on making Lagos the fortress of digital innovation, an urban hub of innovation and commerce, and a fertile market for imperial investment.
Technology is the way to go in achieving a seamless administration and economic growth for a commercial city like Lagos.
Governor Sanwo-Olu's plan to fully transform the state into a smart city and make Lagos' economy 21st century compliant is fully on course. The ongoing laying of 3,000-kilometer fiber metro network cables and broadband infrastructure across the state is part of the comprehensive smart city program of the government aimed at driving Lagos into a 24-hour economy. The broadband infrastructure rollout enables rapidity in commercial activities and provides instant access to healthcare, government services, and social connectivity. In addition, fiber optics will help the government also to improve security through interconnected technological tools.
And Governor Sanwo-Olu assures residents of investing in technology to make the state better for all.
This is one sector that is critical to our development. This is one sector that indeed will define our tomorrow. And it's what foundation we'll put on the ground today, is what layers of collaboration and partnership that we'll put on the ground today that can truly define that future of tomorrow that we all see. The aim in our team's agenda is making Lagos a 21st century, and under our E team, which is education and technology, everything we dreamt 3 years ago are the kind of things that are driving, our thought process now. So it's not something that is just falling on us without thinking through it. We thought through it. We knew that that's the way to go. We knew that we have, the sense to be able to grow organically, within our system. Biggest, data centers are coming around. The biggest data centers that have been built in the world, they have formed partnership and they want to come and build the same thing. And so we need to be able to take on such massive infrastructure. One of the biggest, fiber, connectivity to are also planning to come. We have 2, 3, we can have 6, 7. All of them are planning to bring, high-speed, fiber connectivity into the space of Lagos, so that, the last mile we're all talking about will not just be lip service. It's something, that it will be available, and it's something that is going to be, help all of the various initiatives that are coming up.
Agreement reached at this discussion is that vital infrastructural development is critical to achieving human capital development that will make Lagos State a 21st century economy.
We now turn our attention to environmental issues. This time, the Lagos State government says it'll do all it can to make the state free of carbon dioxide emissions. This was echoed at the 2021 World Habitat Day event here in Lagos.
As part of efforts to mitigate carbon emissions and other environmental challenges, the Lagos State government and environmental experts are here to discuss a possible solution on how to reduce pollution.
We know that the way our cities are planned,
This year's World Habitat Day served as a wake-up call for actionable plans and strategies for the achievement of a truly sustainable world for all.
The theme of this year's celebration is the clarion call, that is, accelerating urban action for a carbon-free world. This is a wake-up call for actionable plans and strategies for the achievement of a truly sustainable world for all. It is in furtherance of the themes of UN Habitat Campaign Tagged Action, Climate Action for Cities, which encompasses activities about sustainable urbanization. In the same vein, the need to take decisive action to combat and mitigate the impact of climate change is included in the Sustainable Development Goal, SDG Goal number 13, Climate Action. As such, the focus is on the accurate assessment of the climate impact for commensurate mitigating measures, which can be incorporated into policies, plans, and programs of the city for necessary action. Thus, the measures may adopt any workable form, ranging from public sensitization, advocacy, incentivization, and to subsidization and provision of enablement, all geared towards resource optimization and prevention of natural hazards for sustenance of life and supporting system.
The guest speaker at the Lagos event, Taiba Lawanson, is a professor of urban management and governance from the University of Lagos. She believes the Lagos State government needs to draw up a strategy to reduce emissions.
Beyond achieving the net zero emission, we move forward to creating an environment that is an environmental benefit by removing additional carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. And I believe that is a mandate we should give ourselves. It's not enough for us to be carbon neutral. It's not enough for us to fix the harm that we're doing. Some harm has already been done. We need to double up efforts to move towards that better future. In the UN Habitat Statement for the World Habitat Day, the Executive Director, Maimouna Mohamed Sharif, said, "The fight against climate change will be won or lost in cities and towns. The future of the planet depends on the action of our urban residents." And so really, the future of Lagos depends on the 21 million residents that are living today. It is a collective responsibility and we must take action quickly.
This is something the state already seems to be working on, vowing to stop at nothing to implement decisive climate action that will help achieve the Lagos Smart City.
Through compact city planning, we have aimed at emission reduction by targeting housing, transport, energy, and waste management sectors, among others. As a result, we have retrofitted our economy by adopting energy-saving alternatives as a decisive step towards reducing carbon footprint in Lagos State. Tree planting campaign, landscaping, and beautification of open spaces, climate change advocacy summits, and the promotion of waste recycling have become institutionalized in response to the scourge in Lagos State. It is our responsibility to work together as a people and ensure the sustainability of our world for the next generation.
Even though it's estimated that the urban population will reach 70% from the present 55% by the year 2050, the Lagos State government is assuring residents that all necessary measures are being put in place to ensure Lagos does not feel the effect of climate change.
From the environment to the housing scheme, where the Lagos State Mortgage Board holds its second stakeholders forum on maintenance and safety in the Ilupeju.
It's another Lagos Homes Stakeholders Forum, this time at the Ilupeju scheme. Ilupeju is listed amongst the first set of Lagos State rent-to-own housing schemes, which kicked off in September 2014 with 120 units. Even though the residents will be completing their payments in the next 3 years, the State Mortgage Board is here to engage them on the need to finalize all bills promptly.
From the beginning of the contract, all parties knows their do's and don'ts in terms of what's your premium going to be. So it's a determinant of what is the sum assured, multiplied by a specific rate that needs to be charged on it. And either you pay monthly, or you pay quarterly, or you pay annually. So it depends on what the contractual agreements you agree from inception. But most of the scheme members, some does direct debiting, where you are being debited on a monthly basis. The benefit is so enlarged in the sense that it gives them peace of mind, which is more germane than any other thing. And the fact that you know that you are insured, you know the assurance that you will be put back to the same position that you were when the loss occur, is that you can't value it more than peace of mind. And you know, in terms of restating you back to the same position that you were before the loss, which is basically what is insurance all about.
I think Ilukweju is one of the best.
The general manager of the Lagos State Mortgage Board says the rent-to-own scheme requires 5% equity contribution by anyone to own a home.
I understand the fact that the minimum some of you would have paid in the payments will be about 88 months because you are getting onto the end of it. I think you're into about the 6th or 7th year. Sorry? 8th year. So the risk has actually crossed over to you. Now, you're running a race. It is important that whoever starts the race should finish that race. And what I'm saying here is finishing is very, very sacrosanct than starting that race. So basically, in a nutshell, what it is that your repayments, whatever the situation may be, try as much as possible the next probably 36 months to make sure that payments are paid as at when due. Because these payments actually go into a dedicated account for onward construction around the 5 division of Lagos. Now, at the time the government allocated these units to you, I think the prices were 18, 10, and 8. I doubt it if you can get a 3-bedroom unit here for less than 30 million now. Correct. We have so many people inquiring every single day. So please, I want you to guide it judiciously. Take ownership.
Another vital issue touched on is safety and fire prevention.
Let's clap. Avoid children playing with matches. You know, children are always inquisitive. They want to do what you do when you are not around. You know, they get to the kitchen when mommy and daddy is not around. They tell you, everybody, come and take your food. They want to strike matches. Educate the children. Let them know that you are not supposed to do it. I told someone the other time that let your children know that in case of emergency, children will run to mommy and daddy's room. That is the only place they believe it is safe, even if their parents are not around. But you educate them and let them know in case of emergency, you run outside the building. You don't stay inside when there is emergency. It may be in your school, it may be anywhere. When there's an emergency in the building, that means the building is no longer safe. And what is the best thing to do? Evacuate the building. So let children know that in case of emergency, move out of the building. Move out of the building. Also, we say gas cylinders, as has been said earlier, are supposed to be installed outside the kitchen. It's not appropriate to install gas cylinder right in the kitchen. Why? Cylinder itself is like a bomb you have in a house.
And some residents are trained on how to handle fire in case of any incident.
It's not confined. Remove the pin. Lift with the other hand. Yes. Then direct. Move a little closer. Direct to the. Yeah. Direct. Yes. Let's clap for her.
After the discussions, the general manager gives assurances of more housing schemes for other interested individuals.
The message is that people, those who have benefited, should continue the repayment. Those who have benefited should know that it's very, very important for them to key into the insurance policy
those who have benefited, for them to know that it's important to keep the estate clean and tidy. Those who have benefited, for them to know that they were given on a sort of situation, they were among the very few lucky ones, because of the deficit that is in place now is way into millions. Now, for those who have not benefited, the chances are very, very high. Mr. Governor has said he's going to build more and more. I've explained earlier on, Shangotedo 744, Lagosians are going to benefit from it. Ayondelu 660, Lagosians are the ones to benefit from it. Pay your tax. Those are the requirements. Once you pay your tax, you are in full-time employment or you are self-employed, you have a business you run, at least you have money coming in. You have money coming in. Then with that, you can benefit from it.
The administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has delivered over 10 housing schemes, an initiative designed to reduce the deficit in Lagos. And the State Mortgage Board says it will continue to engage allottees on maintenance and safety of their properties.
Finally on the show, the Lagos State government pays tribute to the former military governor of the state, Rear Admiral Ndubuisi Kanu, and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu names Bagada Housing Estate after him for his good work in Lagos and Nigeria at large.
The late Rear Admiral Ndubuisi Kanu was born in 1943 in Ovim, Isiukwato local government area of Abia State. The man, who was a former military governor of Lagos State in 1977 to 1978, stood to be counted among the very few that refused to bow to illegitimacy and voiced against tyranny. Ndubuisi Kanu, a lover of worthy causes for Nigeria's progress, is the reason for this large crowd at Blue Roof Agidingbi, Ikeja. A day of tributes and celebration of a man who died for the good of the people. Wife, children of the late naval officer, dignitaries and members of the State Executive Council, students and many more are here to celebrate the legend.
He had a good impact on the lives of many. That is what happens when a leader chooses to live for the people. The late Admiral Kanu, a tested nationalist, lived his life for the good of the people. He loved the people and was always willing to make them happy. A dependable and trustworthy comrade, he lived a contented life, devoid of avarice and unbridled pursuit of personal wealth. He detested injustice as a plague. A pro-democracy activist, he detested oppression and was at the forefront of the battle against military dictatorship, especially between 1993 and 1999.
The Nigerian Navy highlights the attributes of the late Rear Admiral.
Our late father was an asset not only to you, the family, he was an asset to the Nigerian Navy and indeed our nation, Nigeria. He was a dependable comrade at arms and a fine senior officer and an administrator who had unwavering love for his country and duty. The late senior officer was zealous, selfless, and a lover of humanity. He was known to take all assigned duties with uncommon dedication and seriousness. It is worthy to mention that he contributed immensely to the unprecedented transformation in the Nigerian Navy. So it wasn't only with Lagos State, he did it also with the Nigerian Navy. He was a patriot indeed, and so the Nigerian Navy will sorely miss him.
A member of the Nadeko group who fought the race of good governance alongside Ndubuisi Kanu speaks about his goodwill.
The most important organization upon which the National Democratic Coalition Nadeko was constructed was the Council for Unity and Understanding, CUU. So for people like us who are in the business of wanting to make life better for the ordinary man, it's not an easy task. I thank the Lagos State government for what they have done. I congratulate my auntie, Gladys Kanu. and all the children. For me, I have no other business than to say that when you live a life of discipline, dedication, patriotic life, as Ndubisi lived, you should be celebrated.
One of his children appreciates the Lagos State government for recognizing the good works of his father.
I want to give an special heavy thanks to the Lagos State government, His Excellency, the Governor, His Excellency the Deputy Governor, for organizing this event to honor him. He was a great man and he was a simple man. He was a symbol of power, he was a symbol of stability and simplicity. He loved Lagos State, he was a son of the land, he was a true Nigerian. He didn't care about who you were, he just took an interest in who you are. That was my father. So I want to say a very big thank you from the depths of our hearts, from the family of the late Rear Admiral Godwin Kanu. We thank you for being here. We thank you for organizing this.
And Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu renames one of the Lagos homes after him and asks the people to emulate the principle of the late Rear Admiral, which will help the nation become better for all.
It was because of his sterling performance that the military hierarchy at that time brought Admiral Ndubisi Kanu to the center of excellence, to the capital of our nation, to come and be the military governor of Lagos State in 1977. And so, death took him from us on Wednesday, January 12, 2021, at a seemingly ripe age of 78. He will have turned 79 next month. Admiral Ndubisi Kanu, in his service as military governor of Lagos State between 1977 and 78, and as you can see from the clips of the video that has been shown, was one of those who laid the foundation of our modern Lagos today, a foundation that his successors have been proud to inherit and to build upon. Rear Admiral Ndubisi Kanu has played a great part, and he has finished his race with distinction. We are indeed grateful to God for the life that he lived. It is therefore my honor and a very rare privilege that for us to be able to fully immortalize his name, that I will be naming one of our brand new estates in Bagada. It will be called Ndubisi Kanu Housing Estate. The estate will be commissioned before the end of this year. It is right in the center of the city. It is to demonstrate and to tell to our people that though our tribe may differ, in unity we are one nation.
Rear Admiral Ndubisi Kanu contributed immensely to the development of Lagos State during his tenure as governor and also fought for the return of democracy in Nigeria.
That's the program for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Please stay safe.